Honored guests, lend me your ears. Long has our Fevrimon suffered, without a true monarch to guide her and her people. Decades have passed since last His Majesty Erland sat atop the Draken throne. Long have we endured, yet it has not been for naught. At last, the bell has tolled on the age of the Council. At last, we may celebrate the coming of our rightful ruler. The return of the Sovereign.
My word! Such an inspiring visage.
Your Majesty shall have my eternal fealty.
Your Majesty, oh how long I have awaited this moment.
Behold, before you sits the rightful inheritor of the Draken throne, chosen by the dragon as its enemy. Behold and rejoice! Fortune has delivered us our savior at last! At last! Praise be, for only the Sovereign's guidance can lead us true. All hail the Sovereign! All hail! Let all present pledge their allegiance to the Sovereign. Let us be united in the hope that our liege's reign will ne'er end. Long live the Sovereign of Vermont! Long live the Sovereign!
Arisen, thou who wouldst slay the dragon, if thou seekest to behold this world in its true aspect, abandon thy reason. Cast aside thine heart and thy life both. I ask thee to demonstrate thy will, for naught but thine ambition can alter the course of the rivers of fate.
Now, which one of you was it? No need to be shy. I've just got to take down a record of your name and face. Come on, step forward. Are you the one, then? Is it you? No? It is hard to say. the pawn I'm looking for doesn't come forward soon, there'll be trouble for the lot of you. Ah, it must be you. You've got an... Aha! I thought I recognized you. I ill like that look in your eyes. 'Tis queerly brazen for a pawn. Most of your kind have eyes blank as a cadaver's. Mayhap 'tis only natural, seeing as how you rise from the dead. There's aught different about you, though. Could it be that you fear death just as we mortals do? Worry not, vessel. 3 days here, and you'll be longing for death's sweet embrace. Come along, you feckless dullards. Get a move on!
Do your injuries pain you? Pray, do not overexert yourself. This is no place for one of your ilk. 'Tis harsh beyond measure. Even we pawns are pushed to the brink. You ought not anger the Overseer. Let us proceed to the site. Twould be unwise to disobey. The Overseer will show you no mercy. Twould be unwise to disobey. The Overseer will show you no mercy.
time for you to get to work. Get to work, you rotten layabout! If that's not clear enough for you, ask the other vessels what to do. I've not the time to train you.
You are prepared to work? Then you ought begin by carrying stones out from the station in the back and bringing them here.
Not ruins your day, like getting cut open.
The vicinity is quite cluttered. Pray leap! Our order...
A job well done. Now the next step is to... What is this commotion? Perhaps we ought to investigate.
No, the damn thing's been awoken. You but fell that fiend, even at the cost of your lives! Get me out of here! Now!
Observe your foes carefully. Tackle the situation demands. Shields offer welcome protection from attacks. Boulders, barrels, and the like can make effective weapons for a clever combatant. When delivering targeted strikes, I would recommend clinging to a threat.
Are you unharmed?
Consarne!
You ought flee while you can. After all, your charge awaits you. You cannot linger in this place forever.
lost your memories. 'Tis surely the work of a foul curse, but worry not. You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
God son it. The accursed creature escaped. Oi, you! Get back here! After them, quickly!
This way, Arisen! Come this way. Let us flee.
Halt, I say!
There's no use resisting!
Come this way. Let us flee.
Halt! Halt, I say!
We must, John. That is the only path.
No one could survive a fall from this height. Not even a pawn. Don't just stand there! Shoot it down!
It's getting away! Bring it down! Bring it down!
Go now, lost soul. Learn all you can of this world you must protect.
Keep your distance, Arisen! Worry not for me. The brine may swallow me whole, but I will not perish. There is a stone not far from here, known as a rift stone. Pray, seek it out. If you're truly the Arisen, then our paths will surely cross again.
Oi! Are you all right? What happened here? A griffin appears one moment and falls the next. And now you stand before me. Was it you then? The one who was riding on its back? 'Tis a wonder you survived. Accompany me to the stronghold. We'll treat your wounds and hear your story. Where exactly is this jail you say you escaped from, anyway? I've never heard of such a place. There's certainly naught like that here in Vermont. Could it be you were held in the neighboring country of Batal? Nay, I suppose that's unlikely. We've been estranged from Batal ever since the war. It is difficult to imagine any citizen of Vermont being sent there. Fie! Goblins! Let's take up your weapons, sir. You'll be needing it. If you find your strength flagging, imbibe a curative or have a bit of green one. When one of the fiends comes, best guard or dodge, else you'll be sore on the morrow. Make use of the slope. It will give you an advantage against their ranks. Employ guarded attacks to get the enemy to flinch. There are oft items to be scavenged from the bodies of monsters and their ilk. If you're not squeamish about picking at their bones, that is. Where are you going? I'll not force you to receive treatment, but I'd at least like a word. Where do you think you're going? You can't just run off now.
Welcome, Arisen. We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
What is this? Pawns. They bend the knee to you so readily, but then... No. Surely you cannot be the Arisen.
You seek the Riftstone, do you not? We can take you to it. Pray. Come this way. Before you stands a Riftstone. "'Tis a gate by which we of the Pawn Legion may cross o'er into this world. Pray, summon your pawn. Simply paint with your mind's eye the loyal attendant whom you would have serve you.
people here are evacuated and safe.
The people here are evacuated and safe. The people here are evacuated and safe.
The people here are evacuated and safe. The people here are evacuated and safe.
The people here are evacuated and safe.
There are more who can yet be saved. It seems the rain has abated. Former Arisen appear to be plentiful in this world.
There are more who can yet be saved.
There are more who can yet be saved. It seems the rain has abated.
There are more who can yet be saved.
This world is connected to innumerable other realms beyond the rift, which pawns, such as myself, are able to traverse. My kind is duty-bound to serve you, Arisen, and to use the knowledge we glean in these distant worlds to your benefit. I myself look forward to travelling alongside you and using my experiences beyond the rift to enrich your adventures.
Well, I'll be a pawn summoning before my very eyes. You truly are the Arisen, then. Strange. I thought the Arisen was in the capital. Surely there's only meant to be one Arisen. Fie, this is all beyond my ken. The Watchhead would know what to do, I'm sure. Though, as luck would have it, he's away. I suppose we'll save any further questions till the Watchhead returns. You're free to do as you like afore then. What? You've no memories, you say? Mayhap you could make for Melve, then. 'Twas set upon by the dragon not long ago. The Arisen is said to bear some deep connection to the dragon. Should you be Arisen, mayhap you'll recall aught of import there.
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish to know. I shall answer, if 'tis within my power to do so. 'Tis the name given to fate's chosen, those destined to command the Pawn Legion and safeguard the world from the threat of the dragon, even with your memories lost to you. I am afraid you cannot escape your fate. Very well. May fortune speed you on your way, Arisen.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently. Where to next, Arisen? I'm not sure I've any idea. Note, Master.
Hoy there. You seem well tired. Tell you what, you can stay here tonight free of charge. I'll expect coin from tomorrow, mind. My pa always used to say, there's naught a good night's sleep can't fix. Not much else I can offer, I'm afraid, but you'll find all sorts at a finer inn. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting yourself to a vocation if you can. Opens up new doors, it does. You should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to offer.
You shan't hear me complain about an early repose. Newfound strength courses through you. It's good to see. They do say good things come to those who wait. What manner of madness is this?
I see you recognise my worth, Arisen. I suppose I should consider myself honoured to serve. Ah, good. I see the Arisen's found someone to handle our busy work.
Hail! You a soldier? 'Twould be a surprise to see you arrive in one piece, if not. Hordes of monsters have been plaguing this area of late, you see. We've had to start sending out new recruits to cull them.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way, then?
Ricardo. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for him.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? The lad can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't just abandon our posts. Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And Ricardo's as well, I'm sure.
We must make haste if we are to arrive in time to assist. Few can weather a harpy assault unaided. Shall we hasten to Sir Ricardo's rescue? I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
Goblins approach! I suppose I'll handle this. Got the enemy right where I need them, Arisen. Don't let up! Miss, and you shame us both. Wish me to return? At once, Master. Follow me. Let us see what you're made of.
compares to the thrill of victory, one cannot help but feel indomitable.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next. Good. We're here. Say, weren't we tasked with another errand that sent us somewhere near?
Eh? We might kill two birds with one stone, or focus on our current objective. Both choices have merit.
Is that all of them? Yeah, you have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was paralyzed. You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder, till I have the confidence to face such beasts on my own. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed. I hope we meet again someday.
Shall we report back now?
Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
'Tis a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment.
We must each of us hone our skill here at last.
Hail, friend. Many thanks for aiding Ocado. 'Twas a relief to see him return, and none the worse for wear.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made well clear. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape with their grueling regimes.
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
Useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say, we collect as much as we can carry. appropriate choice, Arisen. I'll gladly take the lead. Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such Arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Now there's a thought.
Behold the state of the village! 'Tis a sorry sight indeed. The dragon truly is calamity incarnate. Mayhap a walk through the streets would help jog your memory. When the Arisen appears, so too does the dragon. 'Tis an immutable truth of this world.
'Tis as you say. I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
Pitiable Arisen.
I've a selection of wares that's sure to please. Why not buy your wares here today, sir? Hope to see you again.
Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Hold fast! You have the strength! This moment forth, thou art arisen. Charge and all.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. 'Twas terrible. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. You hung on and by some miracle survived. I'm sorry to hear that, though I cannot say I am surprised. Your burns could easily have killed you outright. A great many were bathed in the dragon's flames that day. All perished, save you. You must be special, indeed. How else could you have survived to return here?
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with Arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermund, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
Simple conversation oft reveals what a week of searching never could. Whom shall we speak with first?
Do you think this one's really arisen?
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that, if you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
We could make the fruit. Robberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Runa's apothecary here in...
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? Oh, well, if you do pick some up...
chance to put my feet up is as welcome as
You ought to have returned by now.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Business could be better, but I'm scraping by. Always a pleasure. Lots to do. Have precious little time.
He really ought to have returned by now. Perhaps it's...
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
What say we gather some information?
Didn't you hear me? The Watchhead's waiting. Follow me to the village entrance.
What am I to do? We really ought to have returned by now.
Hale, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding. A task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
Saurians are monsters of fearsome strength, 'tis true, but I've yet to meet a foe that explosive casks can't scatter.
'Tis as you say.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village.
A single jar of poison ought to send those saurians packing. Only do be mindful not to spill any on yourself, Master.
Expertly thrown, Master. I'd wager those Saurians will think twice about nesting here again.
Such moments make me proud to serve the Arisen.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
That's that then.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
How dare you!
Let us see what you're made of! Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed. So this is what we were sent out to find.
Oh, at least dreams. I'll sleep soundly tonight. What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit rubberant for me? So this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper like, I'll bet.
Such moments make me proud to serve the Arisen.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life. It feels eerie with no one about.
Boy, where do you think you're going? Our destination is the border checkpoint.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. There's still one. Regardless, you would do well not to invite my mistrust.
Potter, yes, it's pincushion!
Listen, you are full of surprises. I look forward to informing my own master of that strategy. Oh, I'm surprised. Just what I was hoping for. As you wish. I shall return direct. Goblins approach!
One cannot be too careful.
thrilling. I didn't know I could feel so alive. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Roll if force goes awry.
Fancy a gander? I find goods for sale.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. Are you fit to travel? Then let's not dawdle. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
too early for dinner.
I'll go and open the chest.
It's nodded off for a moment now.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
Better to rest while we're here than lament our weariness later. I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently. You are in good health, I trust, Arisen?
How might I serve you, Arisen? Where ought we to go now?
Nothing to report, I'm afraid. Methinks we've earned a brief repose. What say we get some rest? I'm not sure I could face a trek with my belly so full.
Indeed. Surely we've time for a short kip ere we continue on our merry way.
I'm ready for patrol.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Not a foe in sight.
I'm like to forget how to fight should this continue.
Twould not be unwelcome for an ally to appear for once.
If we must. Let us finish this quickly.
Very well, if I must.
Let my magic imbue your weapons with the fury of the elements.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
You have my protection.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
I grant you roaring flame. To the chest. I shall take a look inside.
A fantastic find! Would that my master, from beyond the rift, were blessed with such good fortune! Oh, look! There are rare materials yonder, just waiting to be harvested.
Oh, wow. That's quite a discovery.
Right there. A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but the pawns in this party are women all.
And I've no objections. So, the fun begins again. Eh, Arisen?
I don't suppose begging for a reprieve would get us far with one of this lot.
Very well. I must.
Let my magic grant you an elemental healing. I'll pick that up. We might have need of it.
What's this? We're trapped.
Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places. Misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Well now,
The road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one.
Look here. Water is...
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. But for your own sake,
You seem to be in fine fettle this morning, Master. I'm yours to command, Arisen.
what is it? Changed your mind? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
Let me get that.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
I'll turn you into a pig!
I cannot fault your prowess.
Nice of you to say so!
Aptly said.
I'll not stand for this.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
I've got wares of every ilk. Pleasure doing business with you.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first, it would seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the Sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermon's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead. A mere puppet. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
I'm unsure how best to proceed.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
This really is fun.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
anything?
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So if all you check... The price, just remember... Misers don't... My early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the...
Need anything?
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
Well met, sir. Take opportunities as they come, sir.
I hope the weather holds. What's to be done about this? Ooh, stomach's complaining.
Well met, sir.
I'll have an early supper.
Mayhap I'll seek me a while since I heard a good story.
Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Got to sell off what I can while I'm in town.
The rules at your leisure. Gotta Take opportunities as they come, I say.
To be frank, I don't like this at all. I don't want to.
Welcome. Mayhap a noble will succumb to my charms.
That we still have no inkling of the false sovereign's origins is most vexing. Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Fancy a gander? Fine wares.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers. What say you? Might I thank you, your Majesty. The first is Trevo Mine. To the next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivery.
We have been charged.
There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so I have attempted to do the same through my own channels for now. Would that I could undertake the task myself. What say you, your Majesty? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation. There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit, and many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Come back any time.
Fancy a look at my wares?
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Welcome, goods. Should you so desire, I can help you find your truest self. Hope to see you again.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Suppose I'm tired. Just barely slept a wink.
Do stop an early supper. I've wares of every ill.
Some sleep. Or a comfy bedroom.
You're acting up. Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour. Much obliged.